My thoughts about advising people who are facing a life transition like this is you have to be prayerful, you have to be thoughtful and respectful of your parent, but I wouldn't be afraid. We had some principles. I would come up with some principles as a family as what do we need to have for things to work for our family? And one of those was we want mom to land softly. We want it to feel like home. We want the flexibility of being as involved in her life now as we have always been. We want to be the children. We want her to be the mother. So when you start developing a set of principles for care, then it's easier to find a match for what fits with your family's principles and needs. And so I would start with those checklists of principles and needs and then match those up.
I think people of my generation, you hear assisted living and their mind goes blank. They don't want to have anything to do with assisted living. But what they need to go is to go visit a place, see what it's like, see that it's very different when they've had to put their mother and father in a place. And I think that they will find pleasantly surprised, especially when they have something more than just the assisted living, like this place offers the independent side. If they can find a place like that, I think that they'll be able to give their house up and make the move before they can't.
I always suggest to families as you're looking at giving mom and dad the best life that you could. I think as any child, if in a perfect world, that's what we want to give back those last years. When you look at the community dynamics that a place like River Meadows has, it gives you that.
One of my siblings said at one point, she says, well, what I really want is ideal. I want an ideal situation for mom. And I said, ideal was mom and dad on their farm taking care of each other. She said, well, that was about 10 years ago. And I said, that's right. So now we choose what is the next best option for mom, because we're never going to have ideal again. We have to reinvent our dream.
So if you're out there and you're trying to make this decision of, do I come to an assisted living? Do I stay home? I'm overwhelmed with taking care of somebody, or I can't go help mom and dad every day. All those questions come into play. And one of the things that I tell families every time is that if you'll give it 2 weeks, if you'll just make it happen and give it 2 weeks, you will never look back.